Alright, so I'm getting ready to update this regulator article on the Saint Vincent and the Grenadines, and I wanted to cover a couple of things very quickly. First and foremost, the most obvious thing is that they've never regulated binary options, Forex, or cryptocurrencies at any point in their existence that I'm aware of. And I had already researched that back in 2014. They've admitted that they don't regulate those things. Now, that doesn't mean that Forex broker can't operate there. It just means they don't regulate it, and they've openly stated. And there'd be no consequence, at least from the FSA. But I did find a couple of other things that were interesting. So let's cover some of them. Well, first, let's just look at the Contact Us page. You can see here, it's just a generic form, and you also have the email address here. But, you could contact them using this form and also to their email address. You could still complain that way. They won't maybe not do anything specifically about getting involved between you and the company, but you could still let them know that a company that was operating under their jurisdiction screwed you over. Let me also quickly show you that they do offer alerts sometimes when they see a scam or a scam is reported to them. So they tend to lag behind. But anyway, I just wanted to show that there and also show some of the more updated articles. They're basically saying the same thing they've been saying since 2014, which is that they don't regulate Forex or cryptocurrency or anything like that, any brokerage, and to be very careful of anyone making promises. In fact, one of the articles here was actually repurposed. Let's see, they actually just repurposed the article and put it for June 23rd, 2021. You see the link is still there, so they basically just used the article, updated the year, and just repurposed the entire article. So I thought that was a little hilarious. That's the news events, which is basically the same as the alerts page. But here's another interesting thing. I was talking earlier that you could use the FSA contact form for the Saint Vincent. But there's also another way, another angle you can go at it. And there's two other ways to complain to the government of Saint Vincent. One way is if you go to their main government page and scroll down towards the bottom, there's actually like government directory, feedback, and like police emergency contacts, and a link to the Cybercrime Bill of 2016. But the Cybercrime Act has a couple of sections, mainly sections 12 and 13, that might be of interest. Let's see, I actually already have. So we could see the different sections, and section 12 deals with computer-related forgery, and section 13 deals with computer-related fraud. So what you could actually do with this is file a police report and say that you've been a victim of computer-related fraud, because if you're trading Forex or whatever cryptocurrency, you likely did it using some kind of computer or electronic device or mobile device. So that would qualify as computer-related fraud, possibly even, section 11. But I would likely go for section 13 would be the most damning one. And I mean, you're just complaining to a different government bureau instead of specifically the Financial Services Authority. You're just complaining to the normal police. So let's take a look at the police contacts. You can see here the emergency contacts. It has all these numbers, no real email addresses. But here it says click here to make a report or make an inquiry. Okay, so you can see the form. The form is a little hidden. So this is a police headquarters, and here's the contact form. So then you can actually fill out a form and see where it goes, right? So again, this is no guarantee they'll act on it, but you're certainly free to make a report. And another thing that I was pointing out earlier on the main page is the government directory. So the government directory here is actually a complete list of all the email addresses and telephone numbers all the different government agencies of Saint Vincent. So they do actually have one for the police. So you can actually email the police in addition to filling out this form. You can also email the police and other agencies you might think will help, but mainly the police is where you would report a crime. Another place that you could give some feedback, there's of course this feedback survey, which is here. You can also, if you're dissatisfied with the government service, you could just say, yeah, you use the web portal, tried to contact the police and tried to contact the FSA. They never responded to your email. So that's something that you could do maybe like after a week or two if you don't hear anything back from the SVG. There's another way that you can also fill out another survey. Go to the middle of the page where it says Information and Services, and it says Find All Topics and Services. Click here, and then guess what? There's a different survey here. Click here to let us know how we can improve this section to better serve your needs. And then you click here, and there's another service, and I recommend that you check mark send a copy to yourself. Okay, so it's not really an official complaint line, but again, you can give them feedback as to what you think about the service that you've been provided. All right, I think that's pretty much everything. So